So after our last little mini-sode of doing the investigation here in our house, we or in my house, I shall say, we decided that we were going to do another mini-sode on how we got interested in the paranormal and how we started investigating. Um, I think kind of maybe we're going to have the same little start out actually.
I think so too.
Yeah, I mean, I have had many instances where little things have happened through my life when I was little that I couldn't explain. I would know things, couldn't explain that either. And one day I was just sitting on the couch. I was home by myself and started going through the TV, the little guide. Remember the old guide when you first got cable? And I seen Paranormal State. And I sat there and I cannot remember how many episodes I watched of that. And stuff kind of started making sense. And I was like, this is super cool. Like this is a thing. People are actually interested in this. And I took it as like that was real life investigating. It was a lot different than a movie, and I was totally hooked by then.
That's such a good show to start getting
Yes,
interested.
I and I think maybe starting on a show like that kind of gives you maybe a little bit more feel of authentic investigating because you're not looking at a movie or what have you.
Right. And both of our favorite, Katrina.
Katrina.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. And don't get me wrong, I will say that episode of a show is shortened down and they're a lot longer. They are there. Sorry, I've just got done having COVID and I've got brain fog bad, like really bad. So I might fumble some. Let's just overlook that. But an episode isn't showing the whole time they're there and all the time they're spending. They just take the big exciting parts and put it into 30 minutes to an hour episode. So they are there a lot longer, but you're kind of seeing I don't know, a little bit more realistic, like I said, than you are in a movie.
Right. And that was one of the first shows that I had seen too, but the big controversial Ghost Adventures is what got me into it. And I wasn't even the first person in my family. My sister actually started investigating, and I didn't start doing it probably until around the same time as you, like 4 years ago.
That's super cool that like your sister was doing that. I love that. And I will say Ghost Adventures is what me and mom would sit and watch together. So that brought her into kind of getting interested. So yeah, I mean that was another show that it brought me into the interest.
Right. And I have lots of thoughts on this show that probably won't talk about here, but it's what got me into this. So it
Oh
holds a
yeah,
little place in my heart.
it does. And I'm not gonna say that we're not gonna turn it on and watch the new episode when it comes out
Oh
because
my
we are.
gosh. Yeah, totally. I
Yeah,
watch it
we
too.
are. Yeah, so whatever, we're gonna watch it. And
Agreed.
anybody that says they're not, they know they're at least, catching sneak peeks here and there.
I mean, they're one of the OGs of the paranormal shows, so how can you not watch it?
So true. Yeah, so true.
So, I mean, my story is pretty basic and typical and not very exciting, but it's the same story as yours. And then, do you want to talk about? I don't even know. I don't even know that I remember my first investigations, where they were, or any of that. I just know 3 to 4 years ago. I don't know. I think you probably have a better idea of where you started and how, well, because you did it with Shannon, but
Well, actually, my first investigation was on our house.
oh, I didn't know
We had
that.
Yes, we had a local team come to the house because I mean it was bad. It was bad. I spent my childhood scared to death half the time there. So when we moved back, we had some experiences. I don't know if we want to get into those, but some of them were pretty, like Shannon was jaw dropped to. And we did reach out to a team and we got to investigate with them. So that was my real first time actually kind of looking at it and seeing what actually went into it. And I was like, you know what? I could totally do that. Totally.
Okay, but don't investigate your own home's people unless you have a professional team.
There was a professional team. Bill is ordained, and yes, I mean, he's a demonologist. There was another demonologist there. We were totally safe in what we were doing, and he just let us join because, I mean, I had had so many experiences there ever since I was a little girl. So it kind of made sense.
Yeah, that's so cool. And I always say that when people are in live streams and they're in the chat asking, how do I
Hmm.
get started in this? I a lot of times will tell them first, don't do it unless you know how to protect yourself, do openings and closings. And also, it's recommended to find a team in your area and see if they'll let you tag along and see if you actually like it or not.
Right. And if a team does tell you no, don't get discouraged. They may just have personal reasons as to why they don't bring people along. Just keep trying. Because I know that people have told me, well, I can't find anyone that will let me. Eventually, you will find somebody that will.
Right. And this includes downloading an app on your phone and just turning it on at a cemetery at your house or anywhere. That's all the same. Doing that is or can be just the same as setting up a Ouija board and doing it. So I don't know.
100%. I totally believe. Now, would anybody in their right mind leave to go on a little mini vacation for a few days and leave their front door open and not lock it? No, you wouldn't even dream of doing that. And that's exactly the same when you're working with the spirit world. There's doors. You want to make sure that you do close those. Like we really do preach that. And I know you do as well.
That's a good analogy, but you've seen me on investigations. When I went out with Tim, he was so annoyed because I protected myself so much that he didn't get any activity at a place that he always gets a ton of activity. And he
Right.
was like, "Oh, thanks a lot."
See, I do watch what I carry with me. And then of course I always pray beforehand. But other than that, yeah, I kind of do. I am aware that you can protect yourself a little bit too much.
That's me.
Yeah, you can. I think really you can deter the communication.
For sure. But I'm okay with it.
Right. Yeah.
And we'll probably do an episode that we can cover more in depth on this type of thing, protections, crystals, openings, closing, because I know people are interested in that. So we should dedicate a whole episode to that.
Oh, I would totally be down for that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I
Uh,
feel like it's very important.
I agree. Well, also, that's part of my issue with the shows. None of them cover that. And so you have all these people like me who are watching this show or any of them. And next thing you know, I'm at a cemetery investigating, and I don't know anything about opening and closing. They don't really talk about it at all.
Right. Yeah, you
So,
are. Except I will, every once in a while, you will see a show give a warning. Well, don't look at this or don't listen to this. This possibly, I do, I've seen that before and I give credit there.
right. But there's still
Yeah.
me out there like, la la la. Not a good idea.
Yeah.
Don't do that. I don't
Yeah. I
know.
get what.
Oh, and so I don't know. Outside of that, like we could also cover some time talking about shows that we like, and other investigators that we like, that kind of thing.
Hmm.
We can,
Yeah, we can definitely do that.
there's so many possibilities. I can't wait. I'm so excited.
Yeah, and like I think I get asked this a lot. Why are you investigating? What got you started? So I think that that's a really good topic to start with.
Agree. Well, and since we started out with a mini-sode and already did an investigation,
That
this
we
made
didn't
sense.
mean to do.
I know. It just happened. So this made sense to be the next mini-sode. So
Yep,
yeah, I don't
perfect.
know if that's really it. I mean, our stories are similar but pretty basic. That's how we both got involved in investigating. And there'll be lots of episodes where we talk about different investigations and what happened and maybe things if they got dark, that kind of stuff that I know people are interested in.
How old were you when you had your first experience?
I wasn't. I never had anything.
Really? So
No.
never when you were younger you had an experience.
No.
Gosh, I remember being so young when I had my first experience that I didn't even like comprehend that that could be a possibility. I
Yeah.
just didn't understand.
I also don't remember anything prior to like high school in my life. I just have a bad memory.
I, I think I blocked a lot of it out too.
I mean, I probably did, but I don't
I
know. Or
think I did. Like, is that another episode?
I don't know. No, I think I
Things
just,
that we, no,
I can't
things we
remember.
blocked out from our childhood. This is how we cope.
Right. I don't know. I don't know why, but I don't remember having anything. And even in my investigations, I've never yet had that big whiz bang thing, you know?
I've
So
had so many experiences, like it's crazy.
yeah, but
It's
that
crazy.
probably, I feel like that ties in with the abilities that you and Shannon have.
I mean, that's a possibility. It really is. But it's just like some of the things I've seen or heard or that's happened, you would just look like you're nuts. You're nuts. Because mom used to think I was crazy. She would tell me, "Why were you up? I could hear you up there at 3 o'clock in the morning. You have school. Why were you up?" I was like, "I wasn't up. I heard you running up and down the stairs and walking. Mom, I was asleep." And then she realized when I got a little bit older and I was staying, with friends a little more frequently and not coming home, and she would hear the walking and nobody was up there. So she was like, okay, well, maybe she was telling the truth. And I just never could get her to believe that I really was not upstairs walking. So there was so many things that mom finally, I guess, looked back and realized, and especially after I moved out, she was like, "Okay, something's going on here." And then she ended out by the time she ended up having to go to a nursing home. By the time that happened, I think she was just downright scared to stay there.
Oh, wow. So in
Yeah.
the beginning, when you were younger, she didn't believe.
Not necessarily, no. She didn't really think that that was a thing. And the longer we lived, I remember one time we were sitting downstairs and we were watching TV and we heard something fall upstairs in my room. Well, we both go up there, and I had these porcelain dolls, and they were on this stand. And of course, the dolls were facing this way, and they had fell off. You would think fall, go face down. They had all landed with their face up. Weird stuff like that. And it was just really hard for mom to explain that.
Right.
How do you
So,
how do you explain it? All the dolls falling completely face up.
right. And she went from being a non-believer to not wanting to be there alone.
I mean, she called me one time and said that something was beaten on a pan. She had dropped a pan, as well. I'll tell you the first of it. She had dropped a pan and she was getting to where she couldn't get around real well. And I said, "Do not bend over and get that pan. Kick it over underneath on the counter. I'll be there in the morning and I'll pick it up. Just get it out of your way so you don't fall over it. I'll get it up and get it cleaned up tomorrow. Don't worry about it." Well, she told me a little bit that afternoon that something had been beaten on that pan so loud that she could hear it over a TV and she couldn't hear real good. And I was like, what do you mean beating on it? Okay, well, I got there the next day and the pot was dented in that was on the floor.
Whoa.
So I think mom was experiencing a lot more than what she was really telling me. And then after, gosh, she was in the nursing home. Me and Shannon had went and was kind of cleaning out the house and getting some of the stuff out that didn't need to be in there. And just sitting in the living room going through some stuff, and I was going through some stuff in her bedroom. The front door was open. It slammed itself shut and completely shut. And it was one of those that you couldn't slam it. You had to like go and push it because the like pressure would keep it from shutting. But yeah, it slammed shut. There's so many things that happened there. It was wild.
Yeah. Everyone enjoy your sleeping tonight after listening to Amy.
Yeah. Yeah. I would sleep upstairs and then I would get scared and I would move downstairs in the spare bedroom, sleep down there for a good while, get enough nerve to move back upstairs until I got scared again. And then I would go back down and sleep in the downstairs bedroom. It was awful.
Wait, is that
Just
the
up and
house
down.
that you lived in when we met?
Yeah.
That you would investigate at?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Yep.
So
Um, yeah, we
full
had that
embrace.
house. Yeah, we had the house cleared and cleansed, and I mean there was a lot more going on than I guess I probably want to get into in the podcast. But yeah, some of it had to do with a living individual as well.
Wait, so you had this activity your whole life and then you started investigating at the house. Did it increase the activity or was it still the
We
same?
did not start investigating until after we had had the house taken, excuse me, we had had the house taken care of. Yes. But my first investigation was working with them in the house.
Yeah. Crazy. I mean,
Yeah.
I remember a lot of those investigations that you would be doing at your
Yeah.
house live.
I almost wanted to join that team. And I thought about it and we just decided let's just do our own thing. Which I
I,
have went back and worked with that team though. So
oh, that's cool.
yeah, I have went back and worked with them on one investigation.
And now you're the paranormal couple.
Yeah, now we're back to the paranormal couple.
I love it. Well, this one was always going to be kind of a shorter episode because, like Amy said, she's been sick for a couple of weeks now. So we kind of wanted to do
Yes.
just a quick little mini-sode. I don't even know how long we've been recording, maybe 20 minutes. So yeah, this will be episode 5. And then the next one will be covering one of the Conjuring universe movies.
And I mean, definitely we can jump back and do some stories too.
Hmm.
I mean, I have some stories and pretty
Yeah,
cool stuff, especially with mom.
right.
Well, mom.
We'll have to do a whole mini-sode just on your house.
Yeah, that was that house. I remember I had a friend and her grandparents had actually lived in the house before me. They had owned it. And I remember sitting upstairs and she was like, "This house is haunted."
Uh,
And I was like, "So the stuff I'm hearing, you know what I'm saying?" And I was just intrigued after that. And me and mom actually I made my own Ouija board.
oh, no way.
Yeah, I did. I did. I used a wooden leaf out of a kitchen table that had been cut, and I took a permanent marker and wrote it out. And then we had a wine glass as a planchet. And yeah, yeah,
And then what?
we used it all the time because me and mom were wanting to try to buy one, and you couldn't find one by then. And something, I don't know whatever happened to ours, but it disappeared because we had had one. And so I just like, well, I'll just make one. So I made one.
Boy,
Yeah. It was a
that's
nice
amazing.
one. It's buried in the woods at my hometown now.
That's a
They
good
took it
story.
and put it in the haunted woods, yeah. I wish I still had that though. They took it when they did the investigation.
For sure. I'm sure you do want that. I mean, the thing is, I feel like had you known back then about protections, openings, and closings, you could have
Yeah.
kept that board and closed it
I
out
would
and
have
it would have
kept
been
the board
fine.
and all the crystals I gave up. I had
Oh,
so many crystals. Yes, I gave up so much. But I was really scared because an individual that was living was inflicting some of this on me as well. So I wanted all of that gone. So yeah.
right. Well, and I'm sure outside of that situation, I'm sure it happens to a lot of people where the same thing with my equipment, a whole bunch of my equipment, a person bought them, spent so much money, 2 grand probably, went out to a cemetery, investigated, got responses, and freaked out and sold me their equipment for half of what they bought it for. I'm sure that happens a lot, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Worked for
It,
me.
I don't know if I could sell my equipment though.
I don't know. But that kind of goes along the same of getting rid of your Ouija board or your crystals. Like if
Yeah.
you get scared and freaked out, you're just like,
True.
get rid of it.
Yeah. We get done with it. Yeah. I don't know. I still have the SB7 that you can't even use anymore. It's so low. I
Yeah.
really wish it wasn't.
This is also how horror movies start, just saying.
Yeah.
Getting rid
Well,
of your Ouija board in the
true.
woods.
It's buried in the haunted woods
Oh
with
boy.
no telling what else. I don't know. I'd like to investigate those woods.
Oh, yes. I would like you too.
Could you imagine what's out there?
No. Do it.
Because she's took a lot of things to the woods.
Oh boy.
Yeah. There's a lot of things in those woods.
You guys should go Sunday. Just saying.
Um, we was going to get to do her house, but I'm not sure what's going on with that anymore because I do believe that she went through a separation. So that's probably a no-go anymore. So I don't know about the woods. But yeah, I would really, which I don't know, almost want her with me
Yeah,
to
that
work in
makes
the
sense.
woods
Hmm.
because she's did whatever was going on with her work. So I'd
Yeah,
almost want her with me to mess with those woods.
agree. One day we'll see if we can work that out because it would be such a
Yeah.
good investigation. I'm sure of it.
Can we go to the woods?
Shannon, you know he'll be down.
She is the one individual that I do know that personally had a pretty scary haunting from Wynn Cemetery. And something
What?
follow him home, yes.
That's a cemetery that Amy investigates at pretty regularly.
Yeah. Yes, I'm not sure what it was that followed her out of there, but she said her cabinets were opening and closing, and it was so bad it ran her out of there one night.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Don't do it, people. Don't do it.
And it come from Wynn, yeah.
Oh,
And we go there all the time.
I didn't know that. See, even
And
I'm
I
learning.
see, I don't feel like Jess would have went there with a bad intent either. So what happened?
Hmm. Yeah. See, we'll cover that too when we get to protections, openings,
Hmm.
closings, crystals. A lot of things are intention.
Yes.
So we'll cover that in the future.
Your intent is almost like packing a loaded gun.
Yeah.
It
Hmm.
really is. Loaded
Agree.
up with intentions. A lot of
Agree.
people don't realize how powerful their intent is, really.
Or intent turning into manifesting accidentally, even.
Yes. Even like I'm one of the worst people in the world, and I think it has to do a lot with my OCD, with making which I don't know what's wrong with me. We've already had this discussion, but sometimes I'll make scenarios up in my head, and I'm like, I don't want to put that stuff out there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I think it's OCD.
And you
You
can't
did
help
that
it.
stuff too.
Yes, but
Yeah.
you can't help it. And then I'll even
Yeah.
think to myself, don't put that out there. But my brain
Yes.
just does it.
You go back home negative, Nancy. No. No. I
Oh,
swear. I swear. And then my job's the worst because I work by myself and I listen to podcasts all day long. So, you ever been lost in here in the
yeah.
world of Amy?
She's pointing to her head.
Have you ever been lost in there? You might not make it out. It gets
Same.
wild. It gets
That's probably a
wild.
good place to end after we're like talking about our brains.
I've had some good ideas though while I've been working. So,
That is true. Amy came up with talk gruesome to me in the shower.
yes, that was a shower idea. That
So
was the shower idea.
I support that. Keep thinking.
Let me get lost. Let me get
Well,
lost.
we'll see you or talk to you if you're not watching our video next week when we cover one of the Conjuring movies.
I'm excited to do that one. I want to go back and rewatch it though.
I'm going
I
to
do.
tomorrow as well. So we'll be
Yeah, I want to.
fresh.
Yes, exactly. I want to be fresh because I wasn't aware that I was pretty much sick with COVID at the time. So I did kind of doze on and off toward the end. So I'm like you, I want to refresh myself for sure, especially so I can come in and I know what I'm talking about.
We try to come in with actual knowledge here.
Halfway, halfway, yeah. But like I said, my brain's still kind of yucky right now. We're getting there though, getting there.
Well, so now everyone knows that everything that we talk about and cover on here, we try to research and know what we're talking about. And I don't watch episodes or shows of movies or anything until within the week that we're going to cover it so that it is fresh.
Well, we also, in our defense, kind of thought we was going to do this a little bit sooner than what we are. So,
Well, that's true too.
yeah.
The
Oh,
COVID
yeah.
thing was, you can't predict that.
No, and I didn't want to get off that couch. I mean, I guess we could have done it with me laying on the couch.
Well, and it like took her out. She's been out. We haven't been able to record for more than 2 weeks. It like took her out.
You can still see I don't have much color. um, yeah. I mean, it was bad this time. It was bad.
But we're back. We're back on track. We're excited. We're ready to go
And
and
we're healthy.
we're healthy. So yeah, we'll talk to you all in a week. And until then, thank you and bye.
Bye, guys.